M from the 33 Secrets, and welcome to today's coaching video where we are talking about changing her mood and not changing her mind. I'm out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Got the Treasure Island behind me. I'm over at the Venetian Hotel and got a pretty great view actually. Got the Mirage behind me and it's about 100 degrees out here, so you can see I'm sweating pretty profusely. One very big mistake that guys make when it comes to attracting beautiful women is the fact that they are a bit too logical and a bit too serious, right? And you have to understand, women, especially beautiful women, are not logical. They are emotional, okay? They're emotional creatures, just part of female nature. So when you guys are trying to get some girl out on a date, girl that you're attracted to, she says no to you, what's the first thing you do? You try to change her mind, right? That's the logical thing to do. That's what most guys would do. They would try to change her mind. It's a big mistake, okay? Being in the game as long as I have, the thing that has made me successful at attracting hundreds of young, beautiful women in my life is that I never tried to change their mind. Instead, I changed their moods. This is why my closing ratio is so high, because I don't try to change the girl's mind, I try to change her mood. And one of the key skills that every top pickup artist has, every elite player has, is the ability to pump a girl's emotions, okay? The ability to pump her buying temperature. And because you're able to pump a girl's buying temperature, 9 out of 10 times you'll be able to get that girl to do what you want, whether it's go on a date with you, whether it's to make out with you, whether it's to have sex with you. How many times have you been in situations where you meet a girl, she gives you her phone number, you know, you're hitting it off, and then all of a sudden, like, she goes out with you and nothing happens. She doesn't want to get physical with you, she doesn't want to kiss you, she doesn't want to touch you, she doesn't want to have sex with you. And what do you do in that situation? If you're like most guys, you try to change her mind. You start bragging about your job, you start telling her about your car, you start telling her about your house, right? You start validating yourself to her. You start seeking her approval. And what does that do? All that does is lower her attraction for you. What you need to do, if there's a certain girl that you want to get out with you on a date, or say you've already gotten her out with you and she's not doing anything physical with you, say you want to get her to kiss you or have sex with you, do not focus on changing her mind. Instead, focus on changing her mood. There will be many times where you find yourself in situations where you're about to have sex with a girl and then she decides not to have sex with you, or she gives you that what we call ASD, anti-slut defense. Okay, the reason why most guys don't close even in those situations is because they are trying to change her mind as opposed to trying to change her mood. So whenever I'm in a situation where I am close to having sex with a girl and she gives me a little bit of that ASD, right, that anti-slut defense, the last thing I'm going to do is try to change her mind. Instead, I'm going to put 100% focus and energy on changing her mood, okay? Pumping her buying temperature, getting her laughing, getting her happy, getting her sad. All I'm going to be focused on is changing her mood, okay? And changing her mood is very easy. Changing a girl's mood is 1,000 times easier than actually changing her mind. Because to try to change a hot girl's mind, especially when she's not feeling it, okay, when she's not feeling that attraction for you yet, trying to change her mind is literally impossible. You can tell her you have $10 million in the bank. You can tell her that you have a fleet of Lamborghinis. You tell her you own like 100 mansions. It's not going to change her mind. If she's not feeling like having sex with you that night, it's not going to change her mind. What will change her mind is changing her mood, pumping her buying temperature, making her feel attraction for you, creating that attraction out of thin air. And of course, I teach you how to do these things in all of my programs. I teach you how to build attraction with a girl, build comfort and rapport to the point where her buying temperature is already there by the time you're ready to have sex with her. Practically every single girl these days where we're about to have sex, 9 out of 10 times we end up having sex. Okay, there's none of this ASD, there's none of this like, oh, I'm not sure if I want to have sex with you, I don't know if I'm feeling this. Okay, there's none of that. Why? Because I've done my job right from the get-go, right from the approach. I built attraction, I built comfort and rapport to the point where when we're alone together, it's on. Okay, there's no doubt in her mind or my mind that we're gonna have sex. Okay, it's already there. There's no questions. Okay, the very few times that there are and the girl's still a little hesitant, like, oh, I didn't expect to have sex with you this quickly, I don't sit there and try to change her mind like, hey, you know, I got a Ferrari at home. I don't do any of that. Instead, I change her mood. All right, I go back to negging her. I go back to establishing even more comfort and rapport with her. I build more of an emotional connection with her to the point where she's like, okay, it makes sense to have sex with you. Her buying temperature has gone up high enough to the point where she feels comfortable that she's not gonna have buyer's remorse from having sex with me. Okay, so it's very, very key that you focus on changing the girl's mood as opposed to what you've always done in the past, which is trying to change the girl's mind. Okay, whether it's trying to get this girl out on a date with you, trying to get her to kiss you, trying to get her to have sex with you, or even trying to get her to become your girlfriend. Do not make the newbie mistake of focusing on changing her mind. Instead, I want you to focus on changing her mood, pumping her buying temperature so that she wants to buy from you, so that she wants to become your girlfriend. Okay, it's like so hot out here. You can see me sweating. I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but it's super, super hot as I shoot this coaching video for you, right? So, understand, if you want to get good at closing your targets, okay? If you want to get good at pickup, the thing you have to understand about the female mind is they are not like men, okay? They are not logical, they are not factual. Do not sit there and try to be logical or be factual or take yourself too serious, okay? And I've done a coaching video on that. The two biggest mistakes that guys make, being too logical and being too serious, okay? You don't want to do any of those things because that is not what is going to attract her. Okay, these are the things I do with girls that I don't want attracted to me. Okay, if a girl is a bit too overweight, or if a girl is not my type, or if I'm just not attracted to her and she's attracted to me, what I will tend to do is be logical. What I will tend to do is take myself too serious so that she does not become attracted to me. The funny thing is, this is exactly what most guys do to try to get the girl attracted to them. And it's not until you've done enough approaches and gamed enough targets you come to the realization that you've been making this horrendous mistake pretty much your entire adult life when it comes to attracting women, trying to change their mind versus changing their mood. So that's all I have to say for today's coaching video. Until next time, this is Matt Cross, also known as M, signing out from Las Vegas, Nevada. Got a great view here. It's 100 degrees, I'm sweating like crazy, and I will see you in the next one.